7 common ways everyone dies in League of Legends. Number 1. Using the jungler as a bodyguard. If your jungler comes by to cover your lane for you while you recall, do not try to use them as a bodyguard so that you can resume farming, as they cannot protect you all that well. In this example, Annie was planning on recalling a low HP, but the arrival of Shyvana to cover the minion wave makes her change her mind. Annie decides to stick around and try to farm some minions, and this gives Syndra exactly what she wants, as there isn't much that Shyvana can do to prevent what's about to happen. As Annie goes for a single minion, Syndra hits her with her abilities, picking up the kill. To avoid the situation, simply finish your recall animation and come back to lane. Number 2. He flashed. This is probably the most common and painful excuse that you will hear in League. If you love playing carries, you need to understand that you are a high priority target, and if it's at all possible, opponents will use their summoners if it allows them to kill you. In this example, our AD carry Kog'Maw is shoving up the mid lane, thinking that it's safe to harass Darius from a distance. Darius flashes forward and kills Kog'Maw in seconds. Remember to take summoner spells into account as you position yourself to keep a safe distance. Number 3. Long chases. Low HP targets are very tempting, and this often leads to a situation where one player will go on a very long chase to get one kill. What you need to realize is that long chases give opponents time to set up traps, and if you ever find yourself chasing one target for a long period of time, it's safe to assume that someone is coming to get you. In this example, Lucian comes out of the fountain, guns blazing. He kills our Thresh, then goes on an extended chase to capture our Gangplank. He should let it go, but the low HP target is just too tempting. Given how long this chase has been going on, he should be paranoid about what's around the corner, but the temptation is too strong and he dashes forward, and a wild Shyvana appears, killing him instantly as Gangplank gets away. Number 4. Separation in the bottom lane. Separations in the bottom lane often lead to kills, as most players don't really know how to switch to a passive playstyle once they are alone in the lane against 2 opponents on the enemy team. This is the case whether it's the AD carry or the support who is roaming. In this first example, Jhin decides to go to the mid lane to help out his team while Zyra stays behind. Zyra should have played defensively, but she makes the mistake of going for an offensive play and Varus hits her with his ultimate. This allows him to secure the kill on Zyra with some help from Soraka. Similarly, in this next example, Blitz has gone to the mid lane and Varus gets too close to the enemy Jhin. Thresh lands a hook over the wall, and together Jhin and Thresh take down Varus despite his best efforts. This could have been avoided by hanging back and playing safe until Blitzcrank returned to the bottom lane. Number 5. Level 2. The level 2 kills are very common in the bottom lane. If an AD carry or support can hit level 2 before their lane opponents, they can capitalize on the lead by engaging immediately to kill or zone their lane opponents. In this example, Jhin and Thresh are laning against Ezreal and Braum. As the red bot lane is about to hit level 2, Thresh walks straight towards Ezreal. As soon as he hits level 2, he flays Ezreal backwards, and at this point the blue team knows that they are in trouble. A Thresh hook and another flay follows in this engage, and Jhin is able to pick up the kill. To avoid this situation, keep an eye on the second minion wave that arrives in lane and maintain a distance from your opponent if they're about to hit level 2 before you are. Number 6. Cross-map ultimates. Most players do not give proper respect to the ultimates that can cover a large area of the map. This allows champions that use these kinds of abilities to pick up kills on oblivious targets. There are several champions that have these kinds of abilities, and you'll want to adjust your playstyle whenever one of them are in your game. In this first game, Varus is not aware that Pantheon is missing from the top lane. He goes too far out to farm minions, and this allows Pantheon to ult in behind him, picking up the kill on Varus as Soraka escapes to safety. Map awareness of the other lanes and extreme paranoia could have kept him alive. In this next example, Talia pushes out the lane at mid and roams up top. Swain is oblivious to the fact that the enemy mid laner has exited the mid lane, heading in his direction. This gives Talia the time that she needs to cut off Swain up top with her ultimate, and she then works with Lysandra to take him down for the kill. Number 7. Interception. If a player is seen on one part of the map and a skirmish breaks out elsewhere, it's safe to assume that they will take the shortest path to reach the fight that's happening. And this gives players an opportunity to pick off the target along the shortest path. In this example, Talon initiates on the tank Nautilus in the mid lane. It's not the best move, but it does draw the attention of the rest of both teams, including the enemy Vel'Koz in the top lane. Expecting that he will come along the quickest path towards the mid lane, Mord runs up top to set up a trap in the brush. As Vel'Koz walks by, tunneling on the spot where the action is, Mord kills him with 2 swings of his mace, picking up what would otherwise be a very difficult kill for Mord to secure. Volkov could have avoided this by simply taking the safe around through the inside of his base. Here's the summary of the ways to avoid dying in these scenarios. Don't cancel your recall when the jungler comes to cover your lane. Take enemy summoner spells into account when positioning on a carry. Try to avoid long unnecessary chases for 1 kill. Play passively when you find yourself separated in the bottom lane. Mind the level 2 power spike of your lane opponent. Adjust your playstyle to the presence of cross-map ultimates, and take safer routes to get to teamfights. If you enjoyed this video, do subscribe to the channel, follow on Twitter, and check out the video links on either side. Leave a comment about the kind of content you'd like to see in future videos, and check out the Patreon link if you'd like to support this channel directly.